Towards the end of Denise's pregnancy, we did get confirmed testing and a confirmed diagnosis that Oliver had Down syndrome, surrounded by this sense of, you have a choice. You can choose to not have Oliver, and it won't affect Nathan, and somehow he was expendable. And it was without judgment, but it was very much an undercurrent of, his life is somehow less valuable.
Within an hour or two, I think the thought had dawned on me of, it kind of seems like she might have Down syndrome.
And that's when I asked him, like, do you think my son has Down syndrome? And she asked him, would it be okay if we did genetic testing? And we found out 2 days later.
I think I was in disbelief and shock. My husband and I just spent a lot of time just kind of looking at each other and starting to talk about the fact that we didn't really know many people with Down syndrome, and we didn't really know what was ahead.
We met with a genetic counselor, and she handed us a handout about Down syndrome, and it was about terminating your pregnancy. And this is like, I just gave birth, 2 days prior. Then our fears started. How is our society going to view him?
We did finally meet one mother who has a daughter with Down syndrome who mentioned GiGi's Playhouse. Just this overwhelming sense of acceptance and love when we walked through these doors. Everybody just gave hugs, and you just felt like, wow, like we can do this.
I think it's brought things full circle. It's kind of that evolution of, those beginning stages of Denise being pregnant, and kind of that excitement and that joy and that wonder and all the possibilities of this new life. And a lot of that was kind of taken away. And I think GiGi's has brought that back. Like, wow, there still is support and wonder and joy and excitement and possibility. And so it's nice to be in an environment where that exists again.
Audrey is an incredible blessing, and we trust that she will be a blessing to many.
GiGi's especially makes you feel like Oliver has a chance at being accepted. You always want your child to be accepted. Coming here and seeing how many people love our kids, that I know the future is so good.
I know our children are gonna live a happy and successful life because of GiGi's.
They will walk. They will run. They will play. They'll go to school. They will be happy.
We really loved everything that GiGi's does as far as free programming for all ages, and we felt that opening a GiGi's Playhouse up in the North Shore would be a great addition to our community.
We didn't want other parents to have the experience we had kind of pre-GiGi's.
Just a couple months ago, we were going to the opening in Raleigh, North Carolina. And as we were sitting there, GiGi's in the airport, and she takes out her iPad and she starts writing her speech. Writing her own speech. She's inspiring them. She's inspiring the world, and doesn't even realize that piece.
So I asked Vince, I said, what is GiGi's about? And he used every word in the book that expresses vibrancy. He expressed the energy of Nancy, the energy of the kids, and what goes on here, the teaching, the play, the exercise, literacy, math, speech. And I said, this is something that I need to be a part of. And I went home and I talked to my daughter about it. And my daughter said, hold on, Dad. This is something that I need to be a part of. And I was really surprised, because one of the things that I noticed that GiGi's focuses on is the presence of a voice. And in that moment in time, my daughter had a voice. She said, I want to be a part of this. We got her to volunteer here, which I'm forever grateful for, because it is a passion for my daughter.
Working with these kids really changed my life, because it's really hard for me to make friends sometimes because I'm so quiet. I kind of sit in the corner, But kids at GiGi's, they invite me, they give me hugs. It's really nice. It's amazing.
From the beginning, my mission always went far beyond Down syndrome. I really wanted a global message of acceptance for all. Generation G is just a conscious decision to be better every day, be generous, be kind, be accepting. It means you're gonna wake up that morning and say, I'm gonna be better.
I wish more kids at my school would be more accepting because sometimes they don't really accept them as who they are. They kind of make fun of them behind their back, and I don't agree with that, and it's just not fair at all.
The way we look at Down syndrome today needs to be changed. Instead of saying the R word, make the world a better place, and let's do it together. We can do it with our words, our speech. Yes, my speech might be difficult, but I'm working every step of the way.
What we're doing here is getting the families and the individuals ready for the world, but is the world ready for them? And that's when we realized there isn't the acceptance out there that we need. There still is 80% of kids with special needs being bullied, but Generation G will help us get them ready for us.
It's not just about what GiGi's does for children and for families, it's also what it does for communities. You know, you're building a better world and you're starting in your own backyard, you know, a world of tolerance and acceptance.
Any individual can walk into GiGi's and feel important and feel successful, and there are not a lot of places in this world that make you feel like that. So we're so thankful and grateful for being a part of this community.
The hardest part, I think, about GiGi's Playhouse is our model. Everything we do is free to our families. Not free to us, but free to our families. Therapy is very expensive. Our kids have low muscle tone. Like a diabetic needs insulin, our kids need fitness, they need therapy. It's not something a parent can do on their own 24/7. That's why I don't ever want to change our model of free programs, because it's hard. It's really hard, and these are the strongest parents that I know.
We don't want people to feel limited, much like we don't want our children to be limited. You know, families shouldn't be limited by ability to pay or not.
240 new families join the GiGi's Playhouse family every month. That's a lot of upkeep, that's a lot of demand, that's a lot of families that need our help, and we're gonna be there for them, thanks to our donors, our volunteers, and the communities who continue to accept us.